She likes to be seen as the 21st century Chancellor. So each week, Angela Merkel takes off into cyberspace. She's the first world leader to record a regular video blog. More like a party political, perhaps, than a podcast, but it's still a revolution. Why the weekly video blog? Tony Blair doesn't do one. George Bush doesn't do one.
We wanted to find a way to reach young people who are turned off by politics. In a podcast, the message has to be short and sharp, a good lesson for any politician.
It's not just the podcasts that are new, so is her foreign policy. This year, Angela Merkel's been busy mending bridges with America. She's clearly made a good impression on George W. Bush. Back home, though, Mrs. Merkel's star is waning. Just ask these visitors to the Reichstag.
I think she's no leader at all.
Nothing's got better under Merkel.
She's good abroad, but she's failed at home.
Just a few months ago, Angela Merkel seemed to be on top of the world. She had an approval rating of 80%. She was even voted the most powerful woman on the planet. It's been downhill ever since, though, as Germans' love affair with their leader has turned sour. But why? It should have been a great year for Angela Merkel. Germany's economy was growing, unemployment falling. There was the World Cup, that summer of love, Germany awash with patriotism. But problems over health service reform and bickering in her own party have left Mrs. Merkel only half as popular. Now the novelty of a woman chancellor is wearing off.
I think Germans were more in love with themselves than they were with the Chancellor. They were in love with the idea that we now have a woman Chancellor, we've beaten the Americans to it. Look, aren't we great? But of course, after a while that grows stale. You can't bask in that kind of glory forever.
Mein Name ist Angela.
She's still a hit with German comedians who can't resist poking fun at their embattled leader. But the real Mrs. Merkel believes she'll have the last laugh.
The economy is on the right track. We've got loads of reforms rolling. We just need to explain to the people that without change, nothing will get better.
And with Germany's presidency of the EU and the G8 just around the corner, Angela Merkel may be counting on successes abroad to help her steer clear of trouble at home. Steve Rosenberg, BBC News, Berlin.